I don't know what kind of, where you can go. It doesn't matter to me. You want the front? You can get the front.
Well, I don't care.
Oh, there's a bug in my, oh, there's 2 bugs. Look it.
Those are mayflies.
Get them off.
Those are good. You're gonna go to the right, or you're going to the left? Yeah, we can do it. You're going to the right, huh?
Yep.
You're on the left.
Come along with us on a quick, beautiful helicopter ride. Here is the Mackinac Island to your left. And as we find out, it's not only a big island where you can only buy horse ride marriages. No cars are allowed. But yet, there is an airstrip for emergencies. Opened in 1957, Mackinac Bridge, also known as the Mighty Mac, is the largest suspension bridge in the Western Hemisphere. This 5-mile-long suspension bridge in Michigan connects the upper and lower peninsulas over the Straits of Mackinac, carrying the I-75 traffic between Mackinac City and St. Ignace. we just came back from our helicopter ride. It's my first time going on a helicopter, which was very nice. I was not actually as nervous as I thought I was going to be on the flight. But once we got up there, it was very smooth.
It has a runway, which most people never see because they never take you around there during the tour. But during the helicopter trip, you could actually see the landing strip. And then we learned that the Mackinac Bridge, flying over it, the pilot was telling us this, is 5 miles long.
Correct.
It is the third largest suspension bridge in the world, or in the U.S., either one.
I think it's the U.S.
Yeah, it might be. And it was like one of their main treasures up there. They really appreciate it. During the winter, little known fact, when everybody's snowmobiling, because everybody gets around on snowmobiles, that's the only time the Mackinac Island has motorized traffic is from snowmobiles. During the winter, all of that water freezes, and they can drive their snowmobiles out to the Mackinac Island and ride around the island on snowmobiles. Also, if you want to cross the Mackinac Bridge on your snowmobile, they have like trailers that you load your snowmobile on one side, they drive you across and unload. They don't allow you to drive your snowmobile across the Mackinac Bridge. Just do little facts. Hey, we've got Tim and Tiffany here again. Wanted to let you know what's been going on. We were staying in St. Agnes, really nice campground. It was, what was the name of it? Island, there, she's got it.
It's Island View Camp and RV Park.
And it is a beautiful place. Little mom and pop shop, but really nice. Newer facility, and the owners, just wonderful people. We did have an experience though. There was one guy there, I think he was homeless is what he told us, and he was in between places, so he was camping there. Got kind of a feel that he was really not the best of character, we'll put it that way. Just talking to him. About 3 o'clock in the morning, the owner came around. He works as a security guard at the hospital, which is a block away, so when he's doing his rounds, he just drives through his park, his campground, and I guess the guy was shining a light at him, so he stopped and asked why, got in a big argument. The guy was telling him he wasn't the owner, and the owner was like, yes, you know me, you've seen me a million times. So anyway, I guess the cops got called, ended up, he requested an ambulance, the drunk guy, ended up going to the hospital, all that. Anyway, we wake up, and there's cops packing up his stuff, he's getting kicked out. So, very interesting evening, or morning, excuse me. It was really kind of cool in the fact that the owners were very, very calm about it. They made sure none of us were, interrupted as much as they could, and felt really bad about the situation. But all in all, it was a great experience at the campsite. Very level pads, and just really nice people. So a good experience. But today we were going to head down through the south end of Michigan, or south side of Michigan, go over the Mackinac Bridge into Michigan, but decided last minute to go back around in the UP, the northern side of Michigan, and go down the Wisconsin side. We only have 2 days left, so Tiffany and I decided it's a much more scenic route to go through the UP and then down through Wisconsin and then through Milwaukee to Chicago. So at the end of the day, this is what we're doing. Gonna see what we can find a little bit south of Escanaba.
On our way over to Escanaba, we're going to see what kind of fun adventures we have lined up. We actually don't have anything planned, so that's kind of fun because not sure where exactly we're going to stay. I think we're going to look around Escanaba. If we stay there, we stay there. If not,
maybe a little southwest.
We see what kind of campground we find for couple more nights of our
2 more camping
trip, and then we'll go from there.
Anyway, just wanted to do a little touch base with you guys. Hope you're doing well. Looking forward to seeing Welder Wayne again. You know who you are. Hope you guys are having a great day. Later.
All right, you're good. You got it. Straighten out. You're good. You're good. Keep going straight. Keep going. You're good. Water electric is right here. Keep going. You could stop there. That's fine.
This isn't bad. Where's that? That's there. So how forward can I pull?
How forward can you?
How far forward can I pull?
I don't know.
I mean, that guy's parked.
It's just that you have a nose that might stick out a little further, you know?
Well, let's go up to here.
Okay.
Let's go up to here.
Sure.
What do you think? No?
And park there?
You know what?
You're going to have to level out.
You know what? We'll use our own fire pit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Let's do that. So, let's stay right here. And let's put the stuff up. Okay. So here. Now let me look at my level. We got to come up this side, and we got to come up in the back. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to do this. And then get 2 more. This is the beauty of having 2.
Hopefully they're tall enough.
Then I'm going to come back about here, a little bit off the tire because we got to come up on this side. I mean down on this side. So right about here and right about there. Okay. Now I have to get my truck. And I have an app for that. So, what I do is I get my phone and I connect to RV Leveler. And I connect to my device. Start the truck while I'm doing this. And the first time it usually doesn't connect, so you just wait. Okay? That's what usually happens. And then you connect again, and it'll connect. It always does it the first time, I don't know why. Okay, so it shows I'm 2 inches down on my passenger side, and I'm 3 inches front high. So now, I got my blocks, because after doing this, you become a professional. Now, I do need you to watch that.
Okay. Stop. You can go a little bit more if you need to.
Now I just get it.
Did it move?
Yep, it's moving. So I just get it to where my front is even.
It's like a little teeter-totter, huh?
0.75.
Now, do you have to adjust your airbags?
Not yet. First I do this. I get the height set.
Okay.
0.25.
Ooh, you're just about there.
There we go. Now I need you to put the block, I need you to do this, the
Yeah.
black block in front of the wheel.
Of
Nope,
this
just
one.
These
These ones.
Yep.
Got it. Yeah.
Passenger side is low, so I'm going to go and get into my airbags. And then I'm going to bring this down to like 10 psi, my left side, because my passenger is low.
Oh, I feel it moving.
Yeah. So then I go back and I look. I'm 0.75. So now what I need to do is go back into my airbag, and I'm going to raise this one to like 90. And then I'm going to drop this one down to like 6. Okay. And now go back into here, and I'm 0.75, 0.5. 0.5, so ½ inch low. So that I can live with. So now exit out all of them. And now I'll just stabilize it with the legs. Okay, so now what we need to do, make sure our blocks are in, because the last thing you want to do is put the legs down and have the truck roll forward. So I always check these and make sure they're very tight. And they are. They ain't going to place. So those, and you want to get the good blocks, because the cheap plastic blocks, they just kick out. So now what I want to do is I want to check, make sure my parking brake's on. Yep. So we are good there. All right. Now we got the truck level. Now we gotta get it to be stabilized. So you don't have to have the legs down, but I do it because it stops when you're in the truck and you're walking around or getting into bed. It stops the truck from swaying. So I just put a little bit of tension on the legs, and then that acts as a stabilizer. Really handy to have. So the first thing we have to do is take off the jacks, or excuse me, jacks, the fast guns. These are torque lifts, fast guns they call them. And all they do is hold the camper on. So we're going to take them off right now. And I'll do all four the same. Here. They have locks on them because these are very expensive, and people have been known to come by, and if the blocks or the locks aren't on, they just do this and they leave with your torque gun, or fast gun, excuse me. So it takes a little bit, but not bad. Always lock them up. Okay, swing this leg out, door. Then the next step is to get your blocks or your pads so it has something to sit on and it's stable. It just helps stabilize the arms. In the meantime, while you're doing that, because these are automatic jacks, they use electricity. So you can run them on the battery, but I like to have the power hooked up so I'm not pulling on that battery excessive amounts of power on that battery, because they do take quite a bit of torque. Now, or current. Now they will do it, and it's fine to do it that way, but just what I like is to have the power hooked up. They seem to run a little faster too because of the current draw. I like to push a little bit of line here just in case somebody stumbles or something. And if you don't need the excess all over there, then take it and try to lay it underneath the camper as much as possible until I get to the power box. Then I like a little excess here so we don't pull it over again. And then I use the Progressive Industries. It is EMS, so it will shut down power on any power issue. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't plug it in yet. What I do is I come here, I come here to the power station or panel, and I make sure they're all off. So those are on, we want to turn those off. So now everything's off. Now I plug in my EMS. And then I turn on the 30 because we're using 30 amp. And then I watch this. And it tells me the voltage, so I'll walk you through it. Voltage 123, 0 amps, 60 hertz, E0. If you look over here, E0 is normal operating condition. I now know this panel is safe for my camper. So this is also not just to protect it, but it's also a troubleshooting device to make sure that you have good non-dirty power. And that's kind of the technical term, dirty. That's what people call it. I don't know why. So then I put everything in. It's a waterproof case. This is a nice unit. You can get it for about $250 on Amazon. Make sure everything's plugged in good. Turn on your 30. Make sure everything else is turned off. This is your 20 amp, which is here. 50 amp, which is here. Close this good. Okay. Again, I'm just going to watch 122 volts, 0 amp, 60 hertz. E0 means normal operating. There are no issues with it. I kind of curl up the cable just so I don't have any issues. And then just make sure she's plugged in good. What is that? Something sticky on this. Okay, probably some bug. I'll make sure that's shut. All right, now we can go to the camper and get the control for the legs. Which happens to be on the floor. Turn it on and then just start putting the legs down. And this takes a minute or two. So we'll get back to you when all the legs are down. It is stable. I mean, you can push on this and she is not moving. Where if you didn't have the legs down, it would be rocking because the bed of the truck has a little bit of give. So now that we got that done, we're now done with the legs. We can move on to the slides. First one, back slide always out first. Okay, now that the back slide is out, before I ever take out any slides, I want to verify that none of our objects inside have moved and went underneath the slides to where it's going to jam it. So I will take the stairs down and set those up first. And I'll look for this. Sometimes all you need is a little rock. Put that underneath there. And then there you go. Now she ain't going to place. And now when you step down, she'll always be on there. So what I'll do is I'll go in here and I'll look to verify there's nothing underneath the slide. It's safe to move it out. Turn on the light, look around. I do not see any issues. So now this slide, you have to use your remote. Watch the other side, please.
Okay.
And then that is how you set up the camper. It's completely done. Now it's just moving in time and making sure your wife is happy, because that's what really matters. Tim and Tiffany, out.